Hello, this is Tina, Eclectic Treasure Hunter, and today I'm going to take you on a little trip back to the 1970s. Lately, I have been gravitating toward or just seeing a lot. I'm not quite sure what's going on, but it's like flashbacks to my childhood. I was born in 1970, so definitely a child of the 70s. I mean, my teen years were in the 80s, but I've been finding a lot of stuff that's been bringing a lot of nostalgia back for me, and I've been having a fun little trip down memory lane. And one of the things that's kind of helped me out is I found this book. I've mentioned before, I love reference books, and when I was looking for some reference books, and I always buy them used, this one came up in the collectible 70s, and I had been getting, like I said, several things that were from the 70s era, and I thought, oh, this would be kind of a fun book to take a look at. And it only cost me $5 plus some, I think I even got it on free shipping too, because I got a couple other reference books when I got this one. So this one is actually talks about the 70s, but it was published in 2001. I looked at the publication date on it, and so it's actually already a vintage book itself. So this book here is vintage, but it has been a fun read through a few things. I haven't read the whole thing, but been kind of picking and choosing some of the things I've read and just flipping through the pages, and it's been a lot of fun to look at. But the recurring theme I seem to be picking up on, which is right down the 70s avenue, is daisies, mushrooms, and owls. I mean, and it even says in this book that was like a big theme for the 70s. And it was really, from what I'm kind of remembering myself and researching in some of the books and some of the videos I was watching, the 70s was a real mismatch. I mean, because we were still on that 50s atomic, high-tech kind of thing. But then, you know, the 60s kind of took us back into the earthy, hippies thing. So there was quite a shift going on in the 70s that was reflected in our homes, in our decor, in our fashion, in everything. It was quite the crazy mix-up in our homes of decor and halls that relate to the 70s. But there's way more in this book. I might have to revisit in another video and stuff about it. But I'll just kind of jump in here. And I think the first thing that kind of cracked me up as I was going through this book is there's so many things that I've been picking up, and I'm hoping this will pick up very good. There we go. This clock here is something I picked up at a yard sale, and the lady just looked at me like, why are you wanting that clock? She was just like, whatever. And then you see those acrylic grapes, a lot of people call them loose light. These are probably more acrylic, kind of a home thing. And that was the other thing, a lot of home crafting, was really big. But I'll show you. Now this clock needs some work, and that's one reason why I haven't really done anything with it. I got it this summer and haven't really messed with it yet because the mechanism in the back needs to be worked on. But look at this. Look at this. Right out of that book. And here's my set of acrylic bookends. Aren't those just groovy? Love them. Love, love, love them. So, as I keep flipping through this book, I keep finding more fun things, and I do want to come back and revisit some of this stuff, I think, with some other things. There's so many things that are going on. Handcrafted and home crafted big thing. And look right here, you're just going to see the owls and the smiley face, and there's the... So I got a real kick out of recently. If you've watched any of my other videos, you know I'm a McCoy fan. I have quite a bit of McCoy. And okay, squirrel event, but everybody remember these skates? Remember those? I wanted a pair so bad. Never got them, but they were so cool. Anyway, so I'm a McCoy fan, and one of the things that I got recently was, oh, cameras are hard, the McCoy coffee cup, which, you know, these were reproduced by other manufacturers and things too, but McCoy did do a line of the smiley faces. There was the cookie jar, which is actually, I think, on the cover, and a few other things and other types of smiley faces they did. But this one is, well, you probably, I can't, there is the McCoy marking on that. And so there's my have a nice day. You know, every time I drink out of this in the morning for my coffee, which I've got a ton of coffee cups I collect, but this is the one. I mean, you just got to smile when you take that sip of that coffee and see that smiley face. So I was real keyed up. That's one of the things that I got this year. Pretty cool about. Now, kind of the first thing they talked about was a big transition was because of the atomic thing. Now, this book says that we went into a daisy craze. And yeah, I can see that because of the 60s with all the flower power and the daisies. So it probably was kind of a cool transition from the atomic starburst, and then it softened it up into the daisies, into the home decor. But this was an example. Well, I'll show you the book, and I have see these pieces with the daisies, and it didn't say it in this book, and this was made in Japan, and it's a Nesco, I believe. If the glare will, or in Narco, will cooperate in Narco. And I was thinking I had read or seen where this set was maybe in a giveaway in stores, or maybe stamps. You know how they would do those dishes where you get the stamps or whatever, and you go and you get sets. But I may be wrong about this in particular, but this was called the green, I think, the Creme de Menthe by Narco. And this is the little sugar bowl. That's for the spoon. And then the little creamer. So there's the daisies there. And then I just recently, down at Misty's pop-up sale, picked up these daisy, you can call them juice glasses, or you can put a nice little cocktail in these. Or I don't just drink ice water, I don't care. But these are so cute with the daisies. Now, I don't know if these are really from the 70s. They do have a Libby vibe to them as far as the manufacturer, but I think these are really cool, and they fall right into that daisy vibe. And you know, everybody's talking about the boho look, you know, the macrame's back, earthy, natural, whatever. So the daisies and the butterflies are all coming right into that, but that just kind of bringing back the 70s. So I'm seeing a lot of that stuff coming up. So there's the daisies. There's my nod to the daisies. But y'all know, most everybody remembers from the 70s. Oh, cover my face here. Man, it's a good thing. Merry mushrooms. Merry mushrooms, or I think a Narco. I mean, home pottery, because that was a big craze. Everybody was doing their own ceramics, the hobbyist pieces. But Mary Mushroom, and I wish I would have wrote this down before I started this video, but that's not how I roll. I wing it. I was watching a video, and this is what's really cool, is there are diehard, just like with everything else, diehard Mary Mushroom collectors or mushroom collectors, you know. And I was watching, and I'll try to add in some links or something to where I saw this, but I was watching where the actual designer of the Mary Mushrooms, and I've got some, this is a little sugar bowl, sugar bowl, and was saying that, you know, he was approached and said, hey, you got to come up with a new design. You got to come up with something new and different. So he had this idea about a mushroom, and I don't know if I believe all his story he said at the time, but one of the things he did say, he did kind of lift the mushroom from a bumper sticker or hippies mushroom sticker and then restyled it and sent it to Japan, because that's who made all this. Oh, this was for Sears and Roebuck. If everybody, the Mary Mushroom was a Sears and Roebuck line of kitchenware, and boy, did they take off. We'll get into that in a minute. But anyway, so he sent it to, well, he showed his boss, and the boss is like, oh, I don't know. And apparently they had a butterfly line, and the boss preferred the butterfly line. He thought it would go over much better. But the guy was kind of like, oh, he believed in the mushroom. And so, believe in the mushroom. So he said, well, why don't we test it? Why don't we get some of each and see where it goes? Well, I don't know the numbers. I'll try to put the more information maybe down in the comment area. But the mushroom just went wild. People went wild for it, and it ended up being the biggest seller for Sears and Roebuck Company. It beat everything, and it lasted, I think, until 1983. I know this one is one of the later ones because it actually is stamped 1983, made in Japan, Sears and Roebuck 1983, and I think that might have been the last year for it. Now, I have some other Mary Mushroom pieces that I think are a little older, but I could be wrong. They're not specifically stamped, but they have a different stamp on them. Anyway, so it was, I think, one of their longest running, as well as just there was a story that he said that the orders were going so crazy that he called the manufacturing company in Japan and said, I need everything you can make on these Mary Mushrooms, like now, like it has to be. So they actually filled an airplane, like a big airplane, with Mary Mushroom product and flew it to the United States to fill the orders because they were just going over the top with them. So anyway, that's kind of a little bit of sparse knowledge about Mary Mushroom, but it's still loved today. I get a kick out of it, and I was so fortunate to be at an auction where I got a box of Mary Mushroom stuff. I got a couple now this is pardon me, I probably need a good drink of water. I got coffee cups. I think these are the older ones. These are probably, maybe, I don't know enough about the line, to be honest, but these feel the older coffee cups. These are very popular. I got several of these. And then I got 3, but I'm keeping one because I really like this one as well. And this one, I think, was probably one of the later 1980s style or something. Camera, Tina, you gotta figure out this camera. But this one seems a little sturdier to me, and I won't hesitate to drink out of this at all. It does have some crazing. Let's see where it's Japan. Why can I not get it to the camera? Keeping the odd duck, and I'm going to sell these too. So, anyway, if there's anything you see in any of my videos, reach out to me, eclectictreasurehunter@gmail.com. I'm also on Instagram, eclectictreasurehunter1, because I had to put the 1 in there. And I also have an eBay store. You can find me, Eclectic Treasure Hunter, in my eBay store. I do have 2 Mary Mushroom things listed. I started listing today, and I'm like, oh, wait a minute, I want to make this video. So, what else did I get? I mean, I got a great haul of Mary Mushroom stuff. The napkin holder. I got, I think 4 of the spice or salt and pepper shakers. We can put other spices in them. Love these little mushrooms on top. Now, some of these have some chips. They're old, you know, but I still think they're, for the most part, still functional. Just have a little chips. On the coffee cup rim, there's a few chips on some of them. I've got, before I reach over too many things and break something, I do need to see whether I want to really put much time into this clock. I think I could probably sell it as is and still make decent money off of it, just because of the collector value, and people can easily repair this. But the arms are a little bent, and I tend to not want to get into the mechanical things. And then the mechanism on the back, it's loose. I think it should be flipped the other way. And I'm assuming it probably just needs a battery and it might work, but I think it would probably better just to switch out the mechanism completely, and I can't imagine that is very expensive, because maybe you could get new arms, but it's not bad. Or if you just wanted to say, hey, here's a decorative Mary Mushroom piece, you know, just kind of move the arms a little bit, and there you go. So, I'm not sure. I might sell it just as is and let them that collect it worry if they want to make it functional or not. Now, this was not in the auction lot. I bought this down in Bedford, Indiana as well. It is, I think, just a slightly more faded. I don't know if it had been ran through the dishwasher a couple times. It's still really in good shape. It just seems like it's a little faded, but it just could be the way it came out. You know, not everything was, and it didn't have the lid, but you know, still nice. No, there's no chips on it. So, still very functional piece, and you can probably find a lid, maybe not the exact match lid, but a lid that would fit. I wouldn't think that would be too hard to find. Now I'm going to have to take a drink of water here, because, and these I'm super excited about as well. I got brand new in the box spoon rest. Look at that. I did cut it open. It was sealed, but it had this black tape, and I'm like, you know, I better make sure that spoon is really in there. I hated breaking the seal, but I thought, what if somebody put something else inside there? It really isn't a mushroom, and I sell it and send it off, and there's something else in there. But sigh of relief. Gorgeous, cute, pristine condition spoon rest. Mary Mushroom. Love it. Love it. And it's just so sad, because, you know, Sears is gone here. And it was, you know, was it a flag store, you know, for years and years and years. And it's just sad. It's just really sad. But here is kind of, I think, the cream of the crop, and maybe I should have said I have one more Mary Mushroom thing, but I'll go ahead and show these since now ignore this pink. These are my inventory numbers. I already got these 2 listed on eBay. So if you're interested in a double light switch cover, or outlet cover, new in package. I had to tape this one a little bit because it kind of had opened on the side, but it has never been out of the package. But I had to make sure I taped it because the screws are still with these. It comes with the screws, and I didn't want the screws to get lost. These two are listed on eBay, Eclectic Treasure Hunter on eBay, and so I've got those, and that's where I'm like, ooh, I better stop because I want to do this video. Then I have, I said it, didn't I? I say that too much. All right. And then I have another light switch cover, and it's just a single light switch. And then this one here is an outlet and use this finger, in a light switch cover. And these were all hand painted, is what they said. So these were all hand painted Merry Mushroom Sears from Roebuck, new in package. And they even, some of them have like little inventory slips on them. I don't know. I just think that is so cool to find new in box or new in package items. And then I so was wishing there were more canisters that were in this, but I got the big one. I think it's the big one. It's big. I know that. Look at that. I love it. I absolutely love it. If I had room in my kitchen, unfortunately, I don't. I have a small kitchen. So there's that. Now this isn't by Sears and Roebuck. These are not Merry Mushroom boxes. Aren't these cute? Tiny, I don't know. I see everybody else do this, and I always say, Tina, you need to have a white sheet ready so that you can do this too. And here I am, unprepared. All right, but look at that. Cute little mushrooms. Or as everybody's been calling them, mushies. Anyway, I got, these are by Anchor Hawking, and I know that because, well, these are stamped on the bottom of these. But there were 3 new in box iced tea. They called them iced tea, which is probably what I would drink out of them too. These are the 16 ounce, and it said 16 ounce glasses, drinking glasses, and I got 6 of these. Now only 3 of them were new in box, but then I had 3 others that were the same size. And then I got this size, which is the 8 ounce, and I got 12 of these, and I've washed these. I'm getting fingerprints all over them again because they all had new stickers on the bottom of these. These were never used, so these are new, but I washed the stickers off because they were just kind of crumbly, and you know, I need to take pictures of them. And then I got 12, you can call them rocks glasses or juice glasses, or I don't know. I like drinking milk out of these size glasses, but you know, everybody had their cute little mushroom take that they deal. So super happy with that. Again, if you see anything you like, you let me know. Now also, and I mentioned this in my Bedford haul, but I had to throw this back in here because look at this box. Is this not the coolest? Oh my gosh. So Avon even had to have their mushroom take, and this is a little candle, and I showed it before, but a little candle holder, little tea light holder. But how cute is this? And I bought it because it wasn't just a candle, because they would melt in the heat of a car sometimes, or in shipping. I always worry about that, but this actually holds the candle in there. Still has a little faint scent to it, and it actually smells pretty good. All right, so that kind of is my mushroom haul. I know I got some other kind of mushroom things I've picked up here and there. I was trying to see if anything popped out off my shelves for me. But that, I mean, this book, there was mushroom everything. Everything. And Mary Mushroom was the head of it all. I mean, they just... So anyway, and then we get into the owls. Now I'll probably wrap this up here because I know it's getting a little long on the video, but owls are still popular, have been popular. I remember I had a girlfriend, her mom, owls everywhere, just everywhere. And I picked these up down in Bedford. Aren't they cute? And these are composite. They're not chalkware, they're styrofoam on the back, and like that composite woody look thing to them. And I thought was really cute because look, on the cover of this book, there's my owls. Or whoever wants those owls, they're going to be for sale. They're for sale. And then of course you have all your planters, and I was outbid the other day on those cute little ceramic owls with that kind of have these look, and I think it's made by the same company, but they went over my budget. So anyway, but you know, owls are still popular today. I have the cutest set actually of brass owls down here. I got a little brass family of owls if anybody's interested. This brass is, you know, still kicking it out there. But I've got this little cute little family of owls here. So they are still super popular, or I don't think owls have really kind of went out of favor. I think people still have this attraction for them, and I would love to get the owl fairy lamps that are out there. I think Viking makes them, but I can't. Oops, wrong page. I can't seem to get a hold of them. Oh, I wanted to pop this up. If Peggy from Crazy for Retro, you had in one of your videos, I believe, this mixer. I saw this and I'm like, Peggy, Crazy for Retro. I had to tag it even, see? But anyway, I might be revisiting this book again with you sometime. There's a lot of fun stuff in here, a lot of ephemera things. It was a fun time. I loved being growing up in the 70s and 80s. It was a good time. I hope everybody is well and safe, and just keep on out there. Please like and subscribe to my video. If you have any questions or comments, you want to share some of your fun, crazy daisy, mad mushroom, or owl, stuff with me. I love hearing about everybody's, interest. It's fun. I get into conversations with people at auction just recently about owls, because we were bidding on owl stuff, and they outbid me, and I'm like, don't you have enough? Because they've collected owls for years and years. It was fun. It was just all meant in good fun. So I just appreciate you watching my videos, and please subscribe and comment and thumbs up, please. Talk to you later.